What's up guys, it's Matt from TDM Style here and welcome back to the channel for another hair product review, and this week we're taking a look at the premium water pomade from Charlie Dapper New York. So Charlie Dapper is a company from New York, and they have two products right now. They have their water pomade that I've got here. They also have a paste on their site as well. So their kind of slogan for this water pomade is one product and unlimited options, and it's meant to be a stronghold with a medium shine that's designed to work with what they say virtually any hair type. And this does come in a 2-ounce jar for $15 US. And they also offer free shipping on orders over $30. If you're buying a couple of things, you can take advantage of that. So they reached out quite some time ago now and offered to send me this to check it out and review it. So here we are. Now let's dive right in. So taking a look at the packaging, as I mentioned, it is a 2-ounce jar, and this is a clear glass jar with a black plastic lid, and the only labeling on there at all is the stick-on label on the top of the lid there. So I like the packaging. It is a little bit of a smaller jar, but I think the price is accommodating of that, and it is, you know, a nice heavy feeling glass. It's very reminiscent to me of like the kind of Baxter of California sort of barbershop style glass jars. I always like that. Nothing that blows me away or anything, of course. It's not, you know, anything revolutionary, but it is a nice looking jar that looks good on your shelf. And obviously, since it's clear glass, you can see that this particular product has this really bright blue color inside, and so that is something that just kind of pops out and catches your eye, I suppose. All right, next up, the category that everybody's here for. I do like the scent on this, but I'm not nutsy about it. What I would describe this as is like a nice aftershave scent. It's kind of, in a way, like a kind of classic kind of Old Spice cologne scent. I just said kind of like 40 fucking times. Yeah, so it's sort of, yeah, it smells like aftershave, which is not a bad thing. It's not a fuckboy cologne scent, which I appreciate, because hate those. And it's not super strong, but it's enough that you will smell it, and once you've got it into the hair, it does fade a little bit, but you may catch a whiff of it here or there throughout the day. So yeah, the scent is fine. I'm not like bothered by it, but it's nothing that, it doesn't get a fuck me up, let's put it that way. Now, as far as the ingredients on this, I will have them all listed down below, so we won't get too deep into it, but it is a pretty short list, and as you can probably imagine from the name, it is a water-based pomade, so water. I will mention that it does have methylparaben in it. It's one of those preservatives that a lot of people seem to be overly concerned about. I don't care. But if that is something that concerns you, just be aware that it is in there. Now, as many of you know, I haven't been a massive pomade guy. I tend to gravitate more towards, you know, clays and pastes and creams and that sort of thing. But I have been trying more pomades recently. However, I tend to really shy away from water-based pomades. And when I first heard about this and was looking into it, I thought that it was, you know, basically a gel type, like a standard water-based pomade. So I said, man, I don't really want to get like helmet hair. I'm not into that like glued into place kind of, you know, hardened up style. But I said, let me check it out, let me try it. And I will say right off the bat that I was very, very pleasantly surprised. So let's get into the application and styling and show you the demo footage and talk a little bit more about how this actually works. So obviously we can already see the color of the product. It's this kind of opaque, bright blue color. And when you get in there, it does look like a gel type. And when you scoop it out, it scoops out like a gel type. And guess what? It breaks down in the hands like a gel type. So as I started to, you know, get ready to use this, I was like, oh man, I'm not really into this. Put it in my hair, all right? And so the application process is buttery smooth. It is just slick, easy, absolutely no tug or pull. The comb goes through easily. So really, you know, applying it to the hair was as easy as anybody could possibly wish for. So that was a nice, you know, surprise as well, that it wasn't like gripping and pulling hairs out and stuff, you know, especially because it is meant to be a stronghold product. So for the final style that I did here, I went in with two, you know, basically dime-sized scoops. You don't need a ton of product. And I noticed that, you know, as you can see right here at just after I finished styling it, it does have what I would consider probably a medium shine. Now that shine does taper off a little bit. I would say once it settles in after about maybe 15 minutes, half an hour or so, I would say that the shine for me came back down to more like a low shine, which is fine for me. I don't know if that's just because, I have a drier, coarse, wavy hair type, and maybe my hair just kind of soaks up some of that shine, so it might be a little bit shinier on other hair types, of course, and you can dial that up if you use more product as well. But for me, I actually liked that, because if I have too much shine in my hair, I feel like it just looks greasy and gross, and it doesn't look cute. Now, the strong hold is a thing. I mean, if you don't touch your hair and it's not like a tornado outside, it won't move all day. It'll stay exactly where you put it. And as far as the texture, I was happy that it didn't get, too separated. My hair didn't go to strands. It had a nice texture where it's not coarse like a clay, but it's not super, thin and strandy like a wax or anything either. It was a nice kind of middle ground. But my favorite thing was that it did not harden up. This is not really a gel type pomade. It's really more of an unorthodox in that it stays soft and pliable all day. So you can run your fingers through it. It doesn't flake. It doesn't get, crispy, and you can restyle it. And, I think the hold does drop off the more that you mess with it. So like looking here at the end of the day, this is 8 hours later of, me going to work and messing with it throughout the day. So I think we can see some deflation in the volume, as well as the hold tapering off to more like a medium. But the less you mess with it, the less that's going to happen. So if you just leave it alone all day, it will stay there. And the other thing that I liked about it was because that shine, kind of lightens a little bit from a medium to more like a lower shine. I found that even on day 2, it still didn't look greasy. So I could even just kind of touch it up in the morning, put in maybe a little dry shampoo just to balance things out, but it didn't look greasy. It still didn't go to strands or anything. So it did hold up nicely for a second day of styling. However, much like a water-based pomade, it washes out like completely easily with just a water rinse. I had absolutely no problems getting it out of the hair. So overall thoughts on the Charlie Dapper Premium Water Pomade. So pleasantly surprised. I really was worried that this was just going to be a gel type and that I was going to really hate it, and it surprised me. I mean, I really like the texture. I like the shine level. The hold was really strong. I really enjoy that it didn't harden up at all and just stayed pliable. Yeah, I mean, I think, some work could be done on the scent and stuff. It's not my personal favorite, but I could see that this would be kind of a universal scent that many people would enjoy. And I could see this working very nicely for, several different hair types, just because it had such like a, neutral kind of texture and separation and that sort of thing that I could see it working for a lot of people. So that does it for this review, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. I definitely would be interested in checking out their paste in the future, because I believe that one is their Stronghold matte finish product. So I definitely would be, happy to check that out. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. Got lots more content coming your way. And as always, thank you guys so much for coming by and watching. I'll see you at the next one.